All right, guys, just bear with me for a second. I'm linking this up to Facebook. I'll be right with you in a second. Hopefully I'll get better at this and it'll be quicker. All right, just bear with me. Wish there was a way to do it automatically, but I'm just gonna connect over to Facebook so we can bring the viewers from Facebook on over.
03.
Let's see, Facebook lets me.
20. 1 UA transporting starting 8414. 232. 236. 232. 236. 2270 C Street. People wish to remain anonymous. She was calling from behind the residence. Stacy's heard a missing child screaming for the past 15 to 20 minutes. Kids did that after the world needs sex. Domestic issues.
All right. See, we got some people joining us. Well, it's still.
Copy.
Turn this down just for a second. Get some business out of the way before I'll take you with me for a little bit here. The first thing I want to let you know, if you haven't seen it, go to HyannisNews.com. It's the latest from the District Attorney's Office regarding the homicide on Yarmouth Road. And so you can go on to HyannisNews.com. Basically what they found out, what they're telling us is they're finally confirming that it was Darrell Russ. And of course, we all knew that, and my sources told me that, and I was 100% that it was Darrell Russ. On a side note, I knew Darrell. I spoke with him this summer. He's never given me a problem. He was always a gentleman with me, and so I really don't know what this is about. There's a lot of wild speculation going on, so we just have to wait and see as this investigation unfolds. I was told the cause of death. They did an autopsy, and the cause of death is officially going to be 3 gunshot wounds. Now, people were saying that he was stabbed as well, and that still might be the case. We don't know, but that's all the details that they gave us. I'm also told by my sources, and this may or may not be the case, that the suspect is still at large. That's the sources that I have right now, but there might be additional information out there on that. So again, nothing official on that. Okay. So I just bring you up to date on that. Like I said, this is very close to home. These are the kids that grew up around here. Okay. And you know, Darrell is one of them. And like I said, I just spoke with him just recently this summer. I was on Main Street. I was just talking to him. He was always very polite with me. And it's a very sad thing. I know friends of his, and everybody's kind of grieving from this, and hopefully we'll get answers. The other thing is, I just wanted to bring you up to date real quick, because I've had this here in the stack and of papers here. It's the recent OD stats that I got. I told you about Yarmouth. You know, Yarmouth has had 10 fatalities this year so far, overdoses. 10 souls have lost their lives to either fentanyl or some type of overdose in the town of Yarmouth, according to Yarmouth police statistics. And then I also told you guys about in Falmouth, same number, 10 souls have lost their life so far in 2019 to an overdose. And that's the town of Falmouth. So 20 so far. And then I got the stats just the other day from Barnstable police, and I'm still waiting for some more current stats, but we're working on that. They had a total of 84 overdoses so far this year that they responded to and have documented, with a total of, unfortunately, 8 fatals. I know that I follow these patrolmen around very closely sometimes, and I go to these overdoses. They are experts at saving these people if they can be saved, because they apply that Narcan. And so that's, to me, that's a surprising number, 8 fatals in the town of Barnstable, according to the Barnstable police, to overdoses. And then Mashpee, Captain Rose from the Mashpee Police sent along some stats from his department, and there's been 30 cases of opioid overdoses that the Mashpee Police has responded to and documented. 20 cases where the Narcan has been administered in Mashpee. 20 of the overdose patients were males, and 10 were females. And the most recent, they had 2 deaths in the town of Mashpee in 2019 attributed to overdosing, and the most recent one was this October, where a 38-year-old female overdosed and died. Okay, so those are the latest stats, and it's an ongoing problem. And I entitled this live feed "The Evil That Men Do," because this stuff's on the streets, and what happens is these people that are addicted to this stuff, they don't know what they're getting. It could be it's all poison. We know that it's all poison, but you don't know. They don't know what they're getting. And I've listened to wiretap. I mean, not listened. I've read the transcripts from wiretaps, and you know, you can hear the dealer in one transcript that I read. I think it was last year. I read that he knew this stuff was killing people, and he's still putting it out in the street. Okay, so I'm putting that together with this live feed for a reason. We are all astonished that there was a homicide on Yarmouth Road in broad daylight on the side of the road. The young man lost his life. He was dying right there in the street. There's a video out online, and I'm not going to publish the video. I took a screenshot image of it in a way that doesn't reference the body, doesn't reference the deceased, because out of respect for his friends and family, right? But this video is around online, and I'm sure most people have seen it. But it shows an individual dressed in a black hoodie and black sweatpants going up and rifling through the victim's pockets as he's there in the travel lane of Yarmouth Road. And it's a sad sight. It's just a very sad thing to see. Now, we don't know why he was rifling through his pockets. I'm sure, you know, it doesn't look good, right? And he walked away, and if you listen carefully to this video, they're saying that he took some stuff, and I don't know, it's just horrible. But I'm saying all this now with the overdoses because, yeah, so there was a homicide, and that's awful. But you know, from my just informal tally right now, and just the reports from 4 police departments, we've lost 30 souls to the poison that's being put out there. That's homicide too. In my opinion, that's homicide. These people are putting these drugs out there, and people are taking it, and a lot of times they don't know what it is, and they're taking it and they're dying. That's homicide. Sometimes homicides around here are violent. Sometimes they happen in the middle of the night, and they come in through a syringe. All right, so that's that. That's enough. That's all I really wanted to say about that. I'll take you driving with me for a little bit, but I'm going to make this short. I'll be back out later tonight. Maybe I'll do another live feed later tonight, but take you driving with me here for a little bit. Of course, this will be on YouTube, and then you'll be able to link to it from Facebook. I want to get everybody in the habit of going to the YouTube for live feeds, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, Facebook's been acting kind of screwy lately, and I don't know what it is. Their algorithm's messed up. They're labeling people and stuff, and of course, Highness News is not political. It just shows breaking spot news, and I try to do it as tactfully and as tastefully as possible, with making strong images. I'm all for strong images, but it's hard, and there's no reason why they should be flagging me and stuff like that. And I don't think they really have. I don't think anybody in their right mind, any sane person, would not flag Highness News on Facebook. It's the algorithm, from what I'm told. And so anyways, just in the meantime, I'm going to do my live feeds through YouTube. So if you haven't done so, subscribe to HyannisNews.com on YouTube. I think it's almost up to 5,000 subscriptions there since I started telling people about this method. And I've got just over 18,000 followers on Facebook.
228.
Hopefully we can get you guys to come on over to YouTube. There's no confusion, and nobody gets lost, just in case some hanky-panky goes Facebook, where I accidentally get blocked or something like that. It's just a crazy world, and I don't know. Everybody has their own ideas as to why this is happening and stuff, and I just wanted to let you know. I want to diversify, and so please make sure you subscribe on Facebook. Of course, make sure you like. Preferably, make sure you follow me, but make sure you like me too on Facebook. That way, you'll get notified when the stories break. But do the same.
I'll be clear.
Do the same on YouTube, because on YouTube, as you guys are finding out, the people that follow me on YouTube and get notified, sometimes I have video and I'm working on video, and let's say I get the video at just after midnight. It's 1 o'clock. Well, I know you guys aren't. Most of my viewers aren't up yet, but the video's processed on YouTube for you. So for you, you night owls, for people that want the video sooner, you'll get notified and you'll be able to see the video sooner. Okay, and the cell phone towers around here. Come on. When are we going to get real service around here where the cell phones work all the time? And I know you know what I'm talking about. Anybody who has a cell phone on Cape Cod knows. It's like you can be driving along and all of a sudden the phone goes dead. But that's basically it. I wanted to check in. You guys, if you haven't seen the beginning of it, just tuning in now, you can replay this. It's going to be on YouTube. And I might go out and do like a live feed later on tonight. Again, it's really a pain in the butt. Oh, let me show you this. While I'm here, look at this. This is the Eversource crews staging in here. Okay, look at, they're over there. Looks like they're eating. But look at all these freaking trucks. Look at this. Look at this. There's like that parking lot's full there. There's all these trucks are getting ready. They're cycling through. This is a staging area. I'll drive around. Look at these guys. These guys are unsung heroes. These linemen. They go out there, and it's it's snowing and stuff. They keep the power going. And I'll tell you, if you lose your power nowadays, everything's relying on power. You can't go on the internet. You can't do your banking. You can't blah blah blah. So look at this army. Look at this army. There's an army of utility trucks here. And they're getting ready, and I'm sure there's already people out there that are cycling out. This is where they're staging, okay? There's an army of these guys out there. Again, if you see these guys, don't ever, I sometimes hear people giving these guys a hard time. Don't ever give a power guy, a lineman, a hard time. These guys are the unsung heroes. Tell you what, you've got to be, it's dangerous going up there next to those power lines and stuff like that. It's dangerous work. You could not pay me enough to go up there and mess around with high voltage, But these guys do it in the middle of like storms, sleet, hail, rain, and they come from all over. One of my cousins comes all the way down from Nova Scotia sometimes to help out. He's a lineman all the way up from Nova Scotia. So check that out. But anyways, and guys, I just want to touch base with you. It's the evil that men do. Got this problem. We're no different than any major city. We've got a problem, and it's my job to report it. And that video that's out there floating around about that's just plain sad. That's sad. I spoke with that young man. He's I watched these kids grow up. They're just babies in my eyes. This has got to stop. The overdoses and the violence has to stop. Okay, and everybody gets all wigged out about the homicide, as you should, but it's happening every night through a syringe. It's happening through a needle. That's homicide too, folks. I don't care what anybody says. That's homicide. People selling that crap, they should be held accountable. All right, anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Look at this army, man. When you guys are sitting there, if you guys are sitting there on your laptop or on your phone that's hooked up to a charger, thank these guys, man. The unsung heroes of emergencies right here, the linemen. All right, take care.